in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't try a ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the bell, but I punch you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hands, your joke of the show. Better keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Or you're going no poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people chant? Swing like you ain't got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague. And here is the Empress.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing.
Not too many seats. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice counter shot. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Well done with that counter shot. The right hook misses. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
Todd, I love theaters. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're a fighter coming in, you know you're in such an intense atmosphere. You know the pressure is going to be on.
To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That hook doesn't score. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Neither fighter willing to slow down. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. Well, it's no secret. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
This is a high-octane battle. They exchange punches. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Cecilia Brækhus seeing stars. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. After what we saw in that...
I love that.
There's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? That counter shot lands. She scores with that counter. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Missing with the hook. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Cecilia Brækhus goes down. She knocked her spark out with that shot to the head. Let's watch it again one more time.
I need to see that again.
Let's talk about Brækhus in that last round. You've got to wonder... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, give her some advice here. We know what she's got to do. It's desperation time after being dropped in that last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
A lot of effort being exerted here. Catch and shoot. Incredible work rate. Straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. Well, we know. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Breakus just got caught. And now they're right back into the fray.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be...
What a shot, and down goes Breakus. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Breakus in that last round. Let's start the 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. That right hook catching air. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Can Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. First lady of boxing has to go down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took her out.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about breakers in that last round. Let's see how the game plan... There's the bell to start round 7. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice job by her to block that jab. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it. Around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
I'm Todd Grisham, and every fighter wants to say at least once they fought at Brooklyn Hall. And here we are. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the... Deontay Wilder. He is the Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure to... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. All right, Hook misses. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Those counter punches have to. That counter punch caught him clean. Punch, counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. As bad as boxing.
Good man.
Well, we've just taken a big... breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice defense on that hook. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not sure why he's not using his reach advantage.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Good counter punching. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. I promise you, all three judges... The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands.
Good counter punch. He just misses with that jab. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nope, that hook won't score. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. After what we saw in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. The right hook just missed. Insane action. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That hook won't score. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. You believe what we are seeing. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around us. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. Left uppercut doesn't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Talk about a one-side. This is the beginning of round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
perfect counter lands. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Couldn't land that jab. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the... And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
The Brown Bomber goes to the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
He threw a punch and just got countered. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you're going to get knocked out. The stamina is off the charts. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's see how the game plan changes. And there's the bell for round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
jab. The Brown Bomber couldn't take anymore. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. It's not over till it's over, but that knocked. And we enter the ninth. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes. Go ahead, Clear.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Beautiful counter punch. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
A swing and a miss with that jab. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work. There's the bell for round 10. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blame of a brawl.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch punch himself out, though. That jab won't score. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. One of the all-time greats, Joe Louis, is down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be. That's start 11. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. The Hall of Famer Joe Louis is down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
The Brown Bomber in some trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with
Good work up there.
And there's the bell to start round 12. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That counter shot lands. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Big, heavy shots, and Louis is down. I think that will look even more more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.